Hey, what's up? Okay, before we get into anything, I just, have to acknowledge the environment out there right now because it's pretty hostile, honestly. Like, whether you're searching Google, browsing YouTube, scrolling Reddit, hanging around any crypto forum, you are navigating through an enormous amount of stuff that's been, specifically constructed to look trustworthy while basically just running a quiet extraction operation on anyone who engages with it. So just keep your guard up. Okay, so I've been putting this cloud mining app through some serious testing for the past couple months, and today I'm just gonna open it up right here and walk you through everything live. What cloud mining is, how the whole thing actually runs, just, straight through. All right, so kicking things off, I'm pressing start mining now right here. Good. Okay, so now it's pulling up the coin menu. Going with Solana today, and just heads up, this platform is running the full major lineup: BTC, ETH, BNB, everything you'd realistically want. Okay, so hitting continue with Sol here. So now I need my wallet address in here. Let me just jump into wallet. Okay, grabbing that and hopping back, dropping it right into this field. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got these two settings: hashrate power and mining speed mode right here. These are basically your, throughput controls. One governs how much raw processing power gets dedicated to your session. The other sets the speed at which everything churns through. So just, find whatever feels proportionate to what you're actually going for. Okay, then I'm entering my mining target just here. So this lays out your full picture: the crypto amount you're targeting, what that's worth in dollars right now, and a projected window for hitting it. Okay, everything's looking solid, tapping start mining, and good. Okay, we're rolling. All the live metrics are streaming right here on the dashboard. So let's just, hang back for a few minutes and let it run. And I've mined my crypto, so now ready to transfer to my wallet. But a key thing here, the platform needs the infrastructure fee covered before it'll process any withdrawal. It's all itemized right here. So here's the computing clusters that handle the job, plus the pool fee and network transaction costs. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick which coin I want to use for payment. I'll use this one. So I'm choosing this address. Good, then clicking I've sent, and just waiting for the system to verify everything. Good, crypto sent to my wallet. So now I'm just waiting to reach my balance. Okay, so while this is doing its thing, look, I've been in this space long enough to have developed a, pretty finely tuned sense of when something is real and when something is just performing realness. And I want to give you my honest read after genuinely living with this platform for 2 months. So the thing that hit me immediately, and I mean within the very first session, is just how much the platform doesn't try to hide anything. Like the cost structure is fully visible up front, every component is labeled and explained, and there's no moment where you suddenly encounter language that's been, specifically engineered to confuse you into moving forward without fully understanding what you're agreeing to. I've spent time on platforms where decoding the actual fee situation felt like, advanced cryptography. This is just not that. And look, here's where I want to land because I think this is actually the most honest thing I can say. Everything I've just told you is, my experience, my testing, my withdrawals, my conversations with their support. And at the end of the day, that's useful context, but it's not a substitute for your own firsthand experience. Like, the only way you're actually going to know if something works for you is to, go find out for yourself. Start with something small, test the withdrawal process with your own hands, because that's the real due diligence, not someone else's word, your own direct experience with the thing. That's always going to tell you more than any video ever could.
Anyway, look, if anything I showed today sparked something and you want to go poke around this app yourself, I've dropped the link in the description and pinned it in the comments, so it's easy to find. And genuinely, like I said, just go test it with your own hands. Start small, draw your own conclusions, because your experience is the only one that actually counts at the end of the day, Peace.